Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm ABC13 meteorologist Rachel Briers. This morning started off with some of that very light rain. That first batch has moved off, though, to the east, and now we're watching as our next batch of rain is starting to push into Matagorda Bay. Now, this is all coming in ahead of this coastal low, and as this low gets closer to us, our rain chances will go up. So this afternoon, make sure you have that umbrella handy as well as a jacket, because it's going to be cold, it's going to be wet, and it's also going to be breezy. So a lot of different things going on today. Very breezy closer to our coastline. So let's time it out. You can see that widespread rain continuing, even some heavy rainfall possible south of I-10. Could be looking at closer to 3 or 4 inches closer to our coast. A lot of us probably going to walk away with around 1 to 3 inches of rain. Continuing to see that widespread rain as we head into tonight and then into the overnight hours. That's when we'll finally start to see the bulk of that rainfall moving out. By the time we get to about mid-morning tomorrow, most of that rain should be off to the east. So we'll continue to dry on out as we head throughout the day on Friday. So here's a look at those rainfall totals. Again, 1 to 3 inches common, over 4 inches possible in spots, and whoever sees closer to 3 or 4 inches could end up seeing some minor ponding or some minor street flooding. So a few things we will have to watch out for. Outside right now, it's just dreary. 43 right now in Houston, looking at 52 in Galveston, and then lastly in Lake Conroe, only at 39 degrees. So it is still very chilly outside, and it is breezy. Wind gusts right now coming in 25 to even 35 miles per hour. Those winds, especially closer to our coast, could continue to pick up closer to 40 miles per hour. So that's why there is a wind advisory in effect for our coastline as we head throughout tonight. In addition to that, for our coastline, we have to watch out for a gale warning, small craft, and coastal flood advisory. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. We'll continue to see that rainfall into tomorrow morning, and then we dry on out just in time for the weekend. Volleyball, so it's always fun to watch. I mean, it's always fun
so competitive, right? It's really good. The talent level is incredible.
Yeah, so and especially like you can watch it while you're indoors. You play it while you're indoors, so that is prime here in Houston. It's either too hot or it's too cold.
It'll be just right.
And we're a little too cold today.
Well, that's true, and the rain coming too. And
the rain coming, yeah. So today's overall just gonna be a messy day. But if you compare it to what our friends are seeing up into North Texas and West Texas, it's not going to be quite as bad. Our roads, yes, they could get wet from a cold rain, but they're not expected to be slick or slippery due to wintry precipitation. But overall, the state of Texas kind of going to be a little bit of a mess today. I have to say, if you're planning on doing any sort of traveling today up to the north, up to the northwest, I would say probably not a good day for that, because you can see that snow ongoing from Dallas, wintry mix over towards San Angelo. There's many different warnings as well as advisories out as well over towards DFW and off into Oklahoma, Arkansas. They are currently under a winter storm warning, so driving conditions expected to be pretty bad there. Back here at home, though, we are seeing some rainfall across southeast Texas. We saw some light rainfall earlier this morning, and some new rain has been moving in from the west. You can see it towards Brenham, moving to the east, and then down towards Matagorda Bay. That's where our next batch of rainfall is. You can see it right over Corpus Christi. That's going to continue to move to the northeast and just spread over us as we head into this afternoon. And you can see that widespread rain rolling in here on our future track heading into the afternoon hours, continuing to see this off and on rain as we head throughout the rest of the afternoon. And then we could actually see it become even more widespread and more heavy as we head into tonight. Notice, though, the area where you're seeing I would say the oranges, the reds, that's showing heavy precipitation, and it does look like the bulk of that will be closer to our coastline. So our coastline, y'all need to be on alert when it comes to the potential of ponding or even minor street flooding. And then as we head into the day tomorrow, we're going to start to see that rain exit off to the east. I would expect most of us in southeast Texas to be dry by the mid-morning, but those clouds will hang around tomorrow. So it's not just going to be a pretty day once that rolls on through. It's still going to be cloudy. So rainfall totals in general through Friday, probably going to come in around 1 to 3 inches across most of southeast Texas, but in isolated spots we could see around 4 inches or even over 4 inches. So that's why there is a low risk, a marginal risk of seeing flooding in parts of southeast Texas. Basically Houston as well as down to the south is where that risk does occur. Minor street flooding, ponding will be a possibility. So we'll keep a close eye on that for you as we head throughout the rest of the day today as well as tonight. Let's look up to the north, though, because that's where we are seeing that potential of snow. You see that off towards DFW. They could walk away with 2 to 5 inches of snow, 6 to 12 as we get closer to the Arkansas region. But back here at home, not expecting much in terms of winter weather, but I am going to watch some of our northern counties, College Station, Huntsville, Madisonville, Trinity, for the possibility, the low possibility of a wintry mix. So we'll keep a close eye on that for you as we head throughout the rest of the day today, as well as going into the overnight hours tonight. Right now, though, well above freezing, 43 degrees in Houston. It's cool, 52 closer to our coastline, and 39 up towards Lake Conroe. So quite a variance in temperatures across southeast Texas. Now, in addition to all that, it's also gusty when it comes to our winds. Right now, wind gusts between 25 to 35 miles per hour. Galveston, some of our coastal areas could see wind gusts today up to 40 miles per hour. So that's why there is a wind advisory in effect. There's also a small craft advisory, as well as a gale warning and a coastal flood advisory, all in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow. So if you're along our coastline, make sure that you are staying weather aware today due to all of those reasons. Now, here's a look at the rest of our forecast. Cold rain comes to an end as we head into tomorrow by mid-morning. Lots of sun by this weekend, but with those clear skies, we should see your temperatures again dip down below freezing Saturday morning. We'll be right back.